Well, hello there, neighbor.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Walt Borman.
Terry Schick.
Al Binford.
Hey, Al, Terry, how are you?
Terry, nice to meet you.
Looks like we found the fella that bought the old Kangas home, huh?
Yeah, I just was here for a couple of weeks and
Great place.
loving it.
Oh, great. Well, welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, thank you.
We're longtime residents here in town.
Yeah, we're kind of a unofficial welcoming committee, so to speak.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So it looks like you're doing a little bit of raking here.
Right.
And depositing that into a non-regulation yard waste receptacle.
Got it?
Okay, I didn't know there was a problem with that.
Cracks in the stones.
Got it.
This awning does not look up to spec.
Got it. Have you been to our cider festival? You gotta go. You gotta go.
Make a note on the railing here. I can't be certain, but there may be some sort of a violation in safety code. You want to go ahead and give him his copy?
Yeah, this is your copy.
Great. Shouldn't be more than $1,000 to $2,000 in repair work.
2,500 tops. That ought to take care of it.
Tops, yeah. Again, welcome and glad to have you here.
We'll see you around.
What the
Welcome to Beemis, Illinois. Glad you could make it to our humble museum here. Beemis, as you know, is the third largest rail switching location in the country. Lots of trains, which means that we have about 130 trains that come through every single day. You may have noticed the rumbling, a little bit of a vibration, and the constant sound of the locomotives. That's become the soundtrack of our lives. It's the background for everything we do. There have been, as a result of all of the train activity here in town, countless killings and maimings, although our authorities have done thorough investigations and found that fully 93% of those deaths and maimings were hobos, and they were drunk. There was also one little hobo child, although we couldn't prove conclusively that he was sober either. So, if you act responsibly here in Beemis, you'll be just fine. Just mind yourself while you're in town.
Okay, you're seeing right here what I'm referring to.
Oh, yes.
Write it down.
The inappropriate grass length, the unpainted windows and gutters.
Those are the obvious.
Right.
Tuck pointing, substandard.
Did not
Write
see the
that.
tuck pointing,
Write
yes.
that down.
Standard.
Clearly substandard.
Sons of bitches!
Here he comes.
Private property, Borman, private property!
Cool your jets, Hightower.
Private property, nothing, Hightower. We're here on official business.
Beemis Municipal Code 238B specifically states all home inspections must be done from the sidewalk, not on private property.
Beemis Municipal Code 238D. Blight notice related.
That was written by a drunk.
You're a drunk.
We've been authorized to issue blight notices as we see fit.
Authorized by who?
Well, that's not important.
All of this is moot, Hightower. All of this, nothing. Small potatoes. The coup de grace, Hightower. You're sprinkling your lawn.
Today is an even number day.
Today is an odd number day.
13th.
The 13th. Look at his watch.
Your watch has been misset. It's what you
Listen.
get when you buy a cheap
Your
Japanese
brain's been
watch.
misset.
All right,
and now you've been misset.
On the sidewalk, both of you.
Let's get off of this
Off
unkempt.
of my property.
We've set our peaks.
Private property, you sons of
Cover yourself!
He's littering! Littering and assault!
I'm calling the mayor. I'm calling the mayor.
Call
Why
Hanson!
don't you ask
Hanson
him?
won't be able to help you!
Why don't you ask the mayor for a date?
Trudy, get me the mayor's number.
On the list!
Trudy!
Go call an egg.
Yeah! Call an egg!
Hey!
What's up, Frank?
Hey! Yeah, I like it.
I found it in my garage. I have to clean it off, but it's
purple, man. It's
not the same shade, but
it's purple. I dig it.
We can
I like
keep
it.
things in it.
Oh, yeah.
So how's it coming here?
She'll be street legal in 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Just in time for Founders Day.
That's sweet.
You want to make a sign up or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or,
No, anything with paper or coloring or promoting our group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy.
Hey, Beemis. We're the Purple Berets.
Exactly.
Hey, I like it.
I did. I practiced that in front of the mirror. Try it. Right hand.
Right hand.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you how to do it
wasn't it?
eventually.
I didn't hit it.
No, you have to do it in front of a mirror.
So should we go?
You know who I seen over there?
Who?
Is the Danny O'Toole.
Oh, yeah.
Danny O'Toole.
Danny O'Toole. Who's Danny O'Toole?
He is, and I am 100% on this. He's the one I'm pretty sure defecated in the mailbox. I say we jump on that. All right.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do that.
I'm not getting it.
No, you have to do it in front of the mirror quite a bit.
Jerry, I have a feeling we're going to get a tour this morning. And I do feel it's important as the Mr. and Mrs. of this historical operation to present a unified front to the community, to our visitors. And I want you to not editorialize on the tour.
Well, that's kind of part and parcel of who I am, what I bring. I think it adds something that's missing.
You leave your salacious details out. All right?
Fine. 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 So, do you like prostitutes? In the late 1800s, it was a regulated, respectable thing that was done in this town. Beemis was well known as the place to go for good, clean sex. In fact, it was something like going to the movies. Now, it all changed in 1903. These guys came to town, the Knights Templar. They dirtied up the whores. They really did. And all of a sudden, syphilis and all this kind of stuff bled through the town, and we have not been able to kind of recover from that and get back to that, that recognition that there are, that there's nothing wrong with, being a healthy sexual being. So, such is life.
The following is a paid political advertisement and does not reflect the views or opinions of Beemis Local Television or its staff.
Hi neighbors, my name is Walt Borman, and I am proud to announce my candidacy as your next Beemis City Councilman, representing the 3rd District. I believe that Beemis residents deserve better.
And let's see. Yes, this is nice. Grandkids will love this.
Friendly Hightower, and his political ally, Mayor Jack Hansen.
Sons of bitches!
We are all aware of Mayor Hansen's alleged improprieties involving a Chinese harlot. By befriending Mr. Hansen, Mr. Hightower has clearly declared himself an advocate of prostitution. This election day, punch Borman and vote for change and opportunity, not a lawless society overrun by whores. How's that?
Oh, very good. Very good.
I'm trying to come off like I don't take any guff.
Oh, I felt that. Yeah.
This ought to really boil his bean, huh?
Oh, that really boils my bean. Where's the phone? Trudy! I need the phone. There it is. Oh, damn it! Damn it, Trudy!
Good evening.
Mr. Mayor, Hightower here. We have a problem.
I am aware of the situation.
I am Walt Borman, and I approve this message.
Expect a visitor.
Hey, Denny! How you doing?
Hey.
You know me. Frank Picotti, across the street.
Guy with the doom buggy?
Guy with the doom buggy, that's me. I know him. This is Danny. I know him. I don't know you. You Beemis boy?
This guy looks like he's from Springdale. Born in Springdale?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. You made it over the border, huh? Well, hey, welcome to Beemis.
Welcome to Beemis. What do you think of that haircut?
You know what that's all about? That ain't about punk rock, man. You probably don't even know punk rock. You know what Mohawk's about? Mohawk Indian. Fierce Indian, Mohican Indian. Fierce, very fierce Indian. You know he hunted?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. You know what he did with that buffalo? He used every scrap of that buffalo. He made hats, shoes, little vests. But you know what Mohican Indian most about?
What?
Respect. Self-respect. Respect for himself, respect for others. That's what Mohican Indian's about.
Whatever.
You guys understand what I'm saying?
Come on, Danny.
Hey, hold up. Hey, whoa, I'm talking to you, man. Hey, whoa. Whoa, I'm talking to you, man. You don't walk away from me. I'm talking to you.
I'll do what I want.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Well, who are you?
I'm a purple beret, man. Oh. Hey. Hey. I know you shit in my mailbox. Hey. You okay,
I got
man?
punched in the face again.
You got punched in the face?
I got punched in the face again.
And so we've seen many august, wonderful men pass through our town. Also, you can see some of our founding fathers in pictorial form. We like to honor them and remember their names and their great accomplishments, as well as those of their families.
And while we honor them, we also need to be aware that they were human beings with faults and needs and wants. The first town mayor, for instance, beat his wife and family mercilessly.
That's speculation, and we
No, actually, I think the arrest warrant is over here somewhere, but...
well, that's what she said after he died. So, to be fair, he wasn't there to defend himself.
Right, well, the night of fear had given way to a dawn of hope once that he had died, and she was able to kind of embrace life once again instead of living in cowering fear of his weekly beatings. I mean, despite the fact that this guy beat his family down pretty bad, I think that should be subjugated to the fact that he was a great mayor who built a solid town that, again, was healthy emotionally, physically, and recognized that, again, that, you know, we are animal beings with certain needs, such as food and, you know, I don't know, love, things like that.
Yes, we all need food.
Chaz, I want to say we've heard wonderful things about what you've been doing with the Springdale sewer referendum, you know, that masterful piece of political strategy. Here's our problem in a nutshell. I've been unopposed for the last 4 elections, and now this Walt Borman character is running against me.
Borman.
Yes.
Borman.
Yes.
Borman.
Mayor Hanson and I have worked a long time building up our position in this town. For instance, the K-Forks in the school.
K-Forks?
Yes, manufactured by Hightower Industries.
K-Fork.
Well, you've heard of the K-Fork?
No.
The K-Fork.
K-Fork.
You know, you use a knife and a fork to cut your meat. With a K-Fork, you don't need the knife. One instrument, you cut your meat, and you eat it.
That's very sensible.
Very sensible. Think about this. You have a knife and you have a fork. You have to wash them both. You have a K-Fork.
You got one.
You got one thing to wash.
One thing to wash.
You know how many dishwashers we laid off in the school?
87.
3. Don't eat all those, by the way. The grandkids are coming over tomorrow. We like to have the Funyuns for them, so if you know...
Funyuns.
Limit it to maybe 5. So, Borman, what can I tell you about Borman? Well, he's... Chaz, seriously, please. That's like 7 now. Oh, let me see. Well, he's always bragging about his new TV that he got, and he has the cable.
Cable?
Yes, and always bragging about pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
I have basic cable. That's fine for me. You've got the Nickelodeon.
Pay-per-view. Pay-per-view.
Chaz? Chaz, are you looking for the restroom? He just ran roughshod all over these Funyuns.
We didn't even touch on our giant collection of antique historic dolls.
It's a great reason to come back.
It sure is. Thank you so much for taking our tour today. We hope that you've not only learned a little something, but that you've enjoyed yourself as well.
Okay. Just sign here by the X. That water heater acts up again, give us a call. We'll come back out.
Thank you.
Oh, by then, maybe we'll have some new artifacts for you. I think that went really well.
Oh, yeah.
Beemis Local Television proudly presents the following important municipal event. Live from the Beemis VFW Post 6896, it's your City Council debate. Candidates debate. Candidates Walt Borman and Herbert J. Friendly Hightower square off in a free-form open discussion of the issues. Now welcome your host and moderator, Al Binford.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what we hope will be a spirited debate between two candidates vying for your vote for the upcoming Beemis City Council election. To your left is a gentleman known throughout the town. He is the founder and chairperson of the CBFC, Citizens for a Bird-Free City, and he was a vocal opponent to the new Cuban restaurant. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my dear friend and next Beemis City Councilman, Walt Borman.
Thank you, Al, for that gracious introduction.
Okay, I think we should get right to the questions.
Wait a minute. Aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, here we go with the mudslinging.
Oh, mudslinging nothing, Borman. It's bad enough your campaign manager is moderating this debate. You know, these things are supposed to be impartial. How the hell did that happen?
All right, Hightower, I would like to take this opportunity to let you know, as moderator, I will be making sure that you adhere to these proceedings. I know you're not used to adhering to rules, but as moderator, I insist that you do.
I'll introduce myself, all right?
Here we go.
Citizens of Beemis, my name is Councilman Herbert J. Friendly Hightower, and I want you to know I'm a friend of Beemis. I love all the residents of Beemis, even the dirtier, smellier ones on the east side.
Can we begin now?
The first question will go to Councilman Borman. Under your constituency, where do you see this great town of Beemis headed in the next 5 years?
Well, I see Beemis moving down the path of what is right and what is good, not the path that my opponent would take you down. This is a man who is on record as being in cahoots with Mayor Jack Hansen, the same Mayor Jack Hansen who has fraternized with prostitutes and the Chinese prostitutes.
Asian Delights is a legitimate business, and Juju is a legitimate massage therapist. She's licensed, for Christ's sakes.
Oh.
Our poor mayor has a weight problem. There are parts of his body he can't touch.
You have the next question, please.
Good idea, Councilman Borman.
Hey, come on now, Councilman Borman. The man's not even elected yet.
Councilman Borman?
Yes.
This next question is for you.
Thank you.
Why are you so popular?
An excellent question. The reason that people have responded to my message here in Beemis, because I believe in the law, particularly the laws of our Public Works Department and the laws concerning watering our lawns on the appropriate days, depending on address. Mr. Hightower hates our laws.
All right. I've had enough of you two buffoons, so I'm just going to do my summation, and I'm just going to get out of here, all right? Ladies and gentlemen of Beemis, the other day, a small Girl Scout approached me selling cookies. Becky was her name. And she said to me, Councilman Friendly Hightower, how come when I go to Beemis Village Video to rent my Bambi movie, I see Mr. Borman in the back, in that little room, with all those funny movies with people hugging on them.
What?
Hightower, you're on thin ice.
I have here, in my possession, the records of Beemis Municipal Cable and the pay-per-view records of one Walter Borman. Says here, on December 3rd, 2006, Mr. Borman viewed Stewart's Not So Little.
This is a fabrication. This is an outright lie. This should be put to a stop right now.
Featuring an all-male cast.
A fabrication! That charge was reversed! That was a reverse charge. I called the dummy at the company and he reversed the charge.
Notarized, by the way.
I did not rent that film.
Thank
I do
you,
not
ladies
watch
and gentlemen.
homosexual film. Al, where are you going? Al!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of Beemis, and vote Hightower. Good night.
Wonderful, wonderful. This occasion calls for dip.
Hey!